Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well, staying safe and being careful. For all of the Cancers that are watching this, happy birthday. I love you guys. I send you all much love and light. So I'm here with another video, and this is gonna be something for the singles. But you don't necessarily have to be single in order to watch it. I'm gonna ask Spirit to show us who is coming your way, and I'll describe them to you, what they're like. So this video is for all signs, and I'll have each sign timestamp below so you guys can jump straight to your sign if that's something that you want to do. So thank you for being here with me. If it's your first time to my channel, my name is Lynn. This is Passion to Heart Tarot. Welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share. So let's just jump right in. But before I do, I just want to take a moment to invite the white light of Holy Spirit. All right, everybody. So I think we'll definitely have to start with Cancer since it is Cancer season. So let's take a look and see, Cancer. Who is coming your way? What are they like? And what do you need to know about this person? It's funny because there's so much back and forth that happens with you and this person. I wonder why, because I just see you being in this energy of pushing them away at first, maybe judging them too harshly. So I can see Taurus's energy here. So you might have that in your chart, or this person that's coming your way could have that in their chart. It's funny because a huge blessing is coming in for you guys. I can see so much happiness, like really, when you connect with this person, although at first I see where you push them away. I wonder if you're questioning their sincerity towards you, questioning how they really feel about you. But what I want you to know is that this is something that if you embrace it, there's so much energy of accomplishing like major milestones with this person. This is the energy of commitment. This is the energy of marriage, you know, coming together and creating someone. So for many of you, the next person that's coming in, you could end up, you know, getting married to them, starting a family with them. But I also see you being in this energy at first where you might be judging them too harshly, and I really wonder why. Because I can see how they are with you, and it's like they come in with an open heart. But for some reason, I see you turning them down at first. But that energy certainly does shift, because the overall energy that this person is bringing to you is commitment, is something that's very traditional, very stable, something that you might even think it's too good to be true, because this 10 of Cups energy, it is very euphoric. So I wonder if some of you are just like cautious, you know, like, let me see if this person is really being sincere to me. Let me see if they're really being honest with me. I see you keeping them at bay, even turning down some of their like sexual advances. There's a lot of energy of, I can see what's there, but then I see the way that there's a lot of hesitation about embracing it. So there indeed is a lot of suppression of feelings, especially like physically, sexually. That's why this Ace of Wands is coming in reverse. It's highly sexual energy, and to see it in reverse like that is kind of to not engage with them sexually right away. I wonder why some of you feel that's the best thing to do. It's kind of like you will test them, because I see that energy of just not believing what they say right away, making them prove themselves to you. But ultimately they are going to, like I said, the person that's coming in, They have marriage on their mind, and there's so much potential for a very serious commitment to them, with them. I want to take a look at this Judgment card. Let's see why this is here. So it's funny because this energy is flying out. That's what I'm saying. Leo's energy is here, so you guys might be on the cusp of Leo or have Leo in your chart, or this person could. I wonder if some of you have been going through a hard time lately, maybe bringing yourself out of a place where you've been sad, maybe going through a lot, because I don't take this lightly at all. The sun in reverse, it does represent depression, being in a dark place. And maybe you have a hesitancy about the energy this person is bringing to you because you've been hurt before. So it makes you kind of question their intentions towards you. Almost like having your guard up because you don't want to be hurt again. You don't want to be made a fool of again. So maybe your ego is getting the best of you when it comes to this person. Kind of like, wanting to be 2 steps ahead to prevent yourself from being hurt. I mean, that has a lot to do with why you push this person away at first. But it's a beautiful thing because the energy is going to turn around. So you'll work through whatever. For those of you that have been hurt lately, going through a lot the way that I can see, I mean, that energy is going to turn around. This person is bringing so much happiness to you. So if you know that you've had your guard up lately, you might want to take a look at yourself, which I know is not the easiest thing to do, but just have a conversation with yourself about things from the past that could be hurting you and why it's necessary to let go, because I'm sure that you wouldn't want to miss an opportunity like this. I don't think you will, so I don't want you to be worried, but I do see how you do push this person away at first. Denying maybe how fast you develop feelings. Because, it's something that's like a whirlwind, this energy. And I wonder if they're going to, tell you that they love you right away. And if that's something that makes you wonder how true they are. So I see, it's funny because in your energy, I see all the blockages. And I see that a lot of those blockages are coming from it's like a skepticism that you have towards this person. But if you can just recognize that that's there and let it go, because I know you might compare this person to what someone has done to you in the past and what you've gone through. And you might hold what you've gone through in the past, you might hold it against this person, questioning their true intentions. But what I want to tell you is their intentions are to have a major commitment with you, because this is someone who is looking for love, wants to be in love, whose heart is very open. And when they meet you, they're going to look at you like the one that they could spend the rest of their life with. Quite frankly, that's what the energy is. So I do see how it is important for you guys to recognize any baggage that you could be carrying and leave it in the past, because what you have coming in is very special. All right, Cancer, they're going to bring a lot of happiness into your life. And at times, I know where you might feel it's too good to be true. That's how some of you might feel. Let's take a look at this 10 of Cups energy. For some of you, you might not want to hear this, but there's a lot of energy of someone from the past coming back around. I mean, I just see it here over and over. I can't ignore it. Capricorn energy is here. So I wonder how many of you have this person on your mind still, because you're on their mind as well. And what they keep thinking about is trying to come back to what you once had. I can see where there's been a lot of changes with this person. They, these things that were like suppressing them before. I wonder if any of them have struggled with addictions, or it's just like things from the past that affect them today. There's a lot of energy of needing to like break free of codependency, toxicity. But I will tell you that they've done a lot of work on themselves. And that's something that's real. But you'll have to, and I wonder if that's why so many of you are very skeptical when it comes to this person. For those of you that have someone on the past on your mind, they've made a lot of changes, sincere changes. So that's important for you to know. And I do see that if you were to embrace this connection, you would be very happy. If you were to accept their offer, you'll bring a lot of happiness into your life. So, you'll have to be the judge based on what you've gone through with this person, because I can see where a lot has happened between the two of you. And if you don't want to embrace them because you feel like what's happened in the past is just too much for you, then I certainly do understand. But it is important for you to know that those changes that they've made are real. So that's something to think about. Regardless of how this energy goes, you guys have something very beautiful coming in that is like a true commitment, something that you've waited for. If you will accept it, if you'll embrace it, that's what's coming in for you. All right, Cancer. So that is what I have for you guys. Thank you for everything. Happy birthday. And with that, let's move on to Sagittarius. Let's take a look and see, Sagittarius, who is coming your way? Who is coming in next? And what do you need to know? Let's see the messages that we get from Spirit. We could be shown, how you're going to feel. Things that could possibly come between the two of you in the connection, how you might meet them. Let's see. Who is coming in and what are they like? So I can see the energy of Scorpio that's here. So you guys might have that in your chart. Or you could be dealing with a Scorpio in the near future. Sagittarius, I see your energy here as well. So you could be dealing with another Sagittarius. This person, there's an incredible sexual connection that you have to them right away. It's something that the two of you won't be able to resist. Because when you look at them and when they look at you, the chemistry is just there. There is a lot of energy of someone from the past. I do have to tell you that because I wonder what's gone on with this person to make you have to be over them. You know what I mean? Because I see the energy of like, oh, that was in the past and I'm over it now. But for some of you, you might even come back and reconnect with this person for a fling. And oddly enough, it could be something that brings closure to you when you do. That's what I can see for some of you. But nevertheless, the strong sexual chemistry and passion is there. For others of you, I can see where this person is unlike anyone that you've ever met before. And they have, because ultimately, even if it is someone from the past, for some of you, you might want to embrace the past. And for others of you who want someone new to come in, I can see where they help you find closure on things that are hurting you. If someone cut you so deeply that you still think about the memories with them and think about what they said to you and it hurts you all over again, the energy that this person brings in is so different and unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. You're going to be able to talk to them. And when you talk to them and have these deep conversations, it helps you let go of things that are hurting you. So ultimately, they bring a lot of positive healing energy to you, and it makes you feel like it's so different. And like finally, you met someone who's like you. You met someone who understands you, who wants the same things as you, and who is on the same page as you. Do you know what I mean? So to speak, like seeing eye to eye. So I can see where you'll help them and they'll help you. I think that you guys will connect because you have a lot of similarities in what you've gone through. So you've gone through things that have hurt you, and so has this person that's coming in. And when you're able to talk about it together, you're able to overcome it together. So I see this energy of like trying to sort out all of your emotions when it comes to them. Even it's funny because you guys are very open with each other, able to talk freely about things that maybe you haven't with someone before, but I see where you still hold back from each other, and it's like, who's gonna say I love you first? Who's gonna say those words first? I see where there's the energy of holding back from just putting everything out there. Although there's a lot of beautiful aspects to this connection because they are so different. You can talk, the passion is there, the chemistry is there, the balance is there. Because I see the way that this person is so generous. So I wonder if they're waiting for a sign from you so they can know how you feel and if you feel the same way. Because I think what's going to happen between the two of you is like feeling all of these emotions. It feels so different. It feels so right. But that one special word is missing, you know, for the two of you to say, I love you. I can see that causing blockages and potentially leading to problems because it's like all of these emotions are there, but no one is saying that word. And I know for someone in this connection, it's something that they really need to hear to know that they're safe. But it's important that you not let that get in the way of what the two of you have and what you could build together. Because there's a lot of energy here of them helping you not look back at the past anymore. So I don't think you're going to be comparing this person to someone else because they are so different. And for those of you that want this person from the past to come back around, it's the same energy because there's been a lot that you've had to overcome when it comes to them, putting it all behind you. So the fact that it's all getting stirred up again, I see where there's a hesitancy about really opening up. Although you're having fun, you're talking, you're connecting on a very deep level, and it feels like things are right. You can feel that they say that they feel the same as you. You feel it. You feel like, I know how they feel about me because it's the same way I feel about them. But where no one is saying it, I can see where that might cause problems between the two of you. So already Spirit is showing us like what they're like, potential blockages and difficulties. But how to overcome them is to not misinterpret things and not let, don't get in your own way. Don't let things that have happened in the past make you feel like it could reoccur. Because I see where, if that word is not said, it's going to make someone question how stable this person is. So it's like you have a lot of beautiful things built up, but without that like one word of commitment, saying I love you to each other, I can see where it makes someone start to read into things too much. So that's like the energy with this person. That's what could possibly come between you guys. It's kind of like you both need that comfort of knowing where you really stand with each other. You can feel it in your hearts, but until it's said, it's like it's not real for some reason. But that is who's coming in for you guys. Scorpio and Sagittarius energy is here. I see long conversations. And I see like this person is like a breath of fresh air to you. Brings balance into your life. So you're very alike in a lot of ways. So that's important to keep in mind, how the two of you might mirror each other because you are so similar. So just know that like what you feel is what they feel, and what you want from them, they want from you. So you might want to be the one who is brave enough to say how you feel first, because what's happening between the two of you is a lot of like showing the other one how you feel, but not really saying it. So I see where there's a lot of action that shows how deep the feelings go, but there's not a lot of like just putting it out there bluntly and saying it. But don't let that get in your way, because you do have something that it's special that's coming in, because I can see where it is bringing a lot of relief. There's a lot of healing that's here. There's a lot of passion, chemistry. Certainly you guys will be really attracted to each other physically. When you look at them, you might even think they're like unmatched, because that's the energy of, it's very significant who is coming in, because they're so different. They're so different, like mind, body, and soul. So that's what makes you attracted to them. And then not only that, but there's a lot of emphasis here on the physical connection that the two of you will have, which is really nice. It's a beautiful thing to look at someone and feel really attracted to them, and they'll feel that way about you too, Sagittarius. All right. So that is who is coming in for you guys next. That is what they're like. And those are the possible things that can come between you guys if you start to read into things too much. This is someone who's going to show you how they feel, and not so much tell you. So that's important for you guys to keep in mind, all right? So let's move on to Leo. Let's take a look, Leo, and see who is coming your way. Let's ask Spirit to show us. Leo, let's see who is coming your way. So I see some Aries energy that is here. So you guys might be dealing with an Aries, or you could have Aries in your chart. There's a lot of sexual chemistry that's here. I mean, it's like so loud in the cards, Leo. So I know that you're going to feel this way about them, and they're going to feel this way about you. I mean, just take a look at it. So there's a lot of attraction here. So I see where you're not going to hold back from this person. It might even surprise you how fast the two of you connect in that way physically. I have to tell you though that this person has some insecurities. I wonder if some of you are going to meet someone who just got out of a long-term relationship or is divorced, because I see where they have a hesitancy about commitment. That's very important for you to know that they do. So don't let the physical connection make you think that it's gonna lead to so much more, because I see where this person has a lot of insecurities that they're carrying around. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person, because I can see that they are a good person. I wonder if they're even older than you. They might have just reached different milestones than you, especially if you haven't been married before, because I just see so much energy here of this person either having got out of a long-term relationship or experienced one in the past, and now they kind of have a tainted outlook when it comes to relationships. So for this person's energy, I see where the physical and sexual pull is very, very strong. So I'm not saying that you have to resist it, because I don't think that the two of you are going to let each other out of the bedroom. That's what this kind of energy is. But I have to warn you that I see it being kind of lopsided, because I see someone who has their heart like wide open and genuinely is ready for a relationship, ready for love. And then I see the opposite energy in this person, because they have a lot of insecurities that they're still dealing with, and they're not going to open up right away. So I think that you might start to see the scars that they have. You're going to see, and I see you longing for something deeper with them, longing for them to open up to you, longing to play a certain role in their life. Just because they don't say it doesn't mean that they don't feel it, because I see where they have a lot of respect for you. They do. They have you up on a pedestal, and they look at you as someone who is marriage material, who would make an amazing partner, an amazing parent. But I just have to tell you that this person, they're damaged in a lot of ways. They have gone through a lot. That's what I'm saying. I wonder if they've recently got out of a long-term relationship. So just keep that in mind when it comes to this person, because I just don't want someone here. Now, to be fair, Leo, that could be your energy, and you know that you've gone through a lot. So it could be flipped for you, and you have a lot of respect for them, but you might just not be ready at the same pace that this person is, because that's what I can see. Two people ultimately wanting the same things, but someone not being as ready as the other one is to open up, because this person is very open. But I just see someone who is kind of, they don't have the same emotional availability. So don't let the, physical connection, the sexual connection, and the chemistry make you think that this person is ready. But I can see that they're not going to be in that energy forever of letting their insecurities get the best of them. The thing about this person's energy, though, is that they might not always show you that, because someone who's like this does have a lot going for them. I mean, they're very financially stable. They might even own their own company. And they might even be just in the position of being in charge, like a boss. So on the outside, they have like a lot of material possessions. They seem confident all the time. They might even come across as like really happy. But it's important for you to know that they are working through releasing a lot of things that they've gone through. But Leo, I know that you guys and I'm a Leo myself, so that's why I say this, our hearts are so big. So we look at people sometimes like we want to help them. And even when we see someone who shows their vulnerabilities, it makes them even more attractive to us. I mean, the attraction is there, undoubtedly. But then again, this person, they do have a lot on their plate. They have a lot that they're going through, but you might not mind that. You might look at it like, you know what, they have a lot to offer, and I'm going to be patient with them as they, work through all of their emotions. That's what I can see with this person. But what I want you to know is what they show you on the outside and how they feel on the inside is two different things. Because they're not going to show you their weaknesses. I see them being in this very alpha energy, regardless of the gender. There's someone who kind of always has to be in charge, kind of has to save face. So they'll show you what they want you to see, how they want to be, but all the while underneath, they're working through a lot. It does make me wonder, because there's a loss that's here. So they might have, there's a lot of traumatic energy around this person that's coming in, and they might just be calling you in, Leo, to help them through that. So it's up to you to decide, like, do you want to take on this person's baggage? Because I see that they have baggage. I don't say that to put them down, but they do. They're going through a lot. And ultimately, that's going to come over onto you, especially when you want more than they're ready to give. But the thing about this that's tricky is the chemistry, and like the physical attraction is so strong. So when you are clouded in this kind of energy, things will be intensified more, and I can see where it might make you softer on this person, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And just because they've gone through a lot, you know, it doesn't mean that we have to say anything bad about them, or like because they're not a bad person. That's what I want you to know. Just because this Emperor comes in upside down, it's still a very good person with a lot to offer. They're just in a place where their energy is fragile. So if you can just accept that about them, it will be important for you to accept that about them, Leo. That's what I want you to know. Because they want all the things that you want, but they might not be ready at the time you're ready. So it's a matter of like deciding how patient you want to be with this person. But there's someone who has a lot to offer, not just like financially, because I see where they're in a very good place in life. I see where they might even be a little bit older than you. So all of these things, you know, because Leos do like luxury and things like that. So I can see where this person has a lot to offer in that regard. So there's a lot that keeps you attracted to them. Certainly there is, but there's also a lot that this person is working through that they might need to, they want to lean on you. But the thing is like the pride might stop them from doing that. So there's a lot for you, you know, I know that this is a lot for you to take in, Leo, about this person and their energy. But I just see like the major attraction that you guys have for each other, and how you might decide that you want to be there for them, to help see them through, to help try and relieve them of their anxieties and what they go through. Because it's almost like wanting this person to open up to you more, wanting to see another side of them. And I have to be honest and tell you, it's just a difference in what's shown, because I see where your heart is open. This person's heart is open, it's just damaged. So that might affect the dynamic between the two of you. All right, Leo, so that's what I can see for you guys. All right, so let's move on to Aquarius. Let's ask Spirit to show us who is coming your way, Aquarius. Let's see what they're like. Let's see everything that Spirit has to show us. We could see blockages, difficulties, what you need to know the most about them. Let's ask Spirit, who is coming your way? So I see some Libra energy that's coming through. So you guys might have Libra in your chart. This is beautiful because it's like justice is finally going to get served for those of you that have been waiting for someone serious to come into your life. Those of you that have dealt with, you know, feeling rejected before, like you gave and gave so much in a connection and felt like you could never get this person to look at you, to like really see you and what you have to offer. Because I just see this energy where you guys have had to deal with someone who you felt took you for granted and was like always distracted by other things going on in their life. So it's like the energy is shifting for you guys. I mean, it's beautiful what's coming in. Truly, this is like a romantic offer that's coming your way. a pursuit. And I just see the energy of it making things right. Like, that's what I'm saying about like justice being served for everything that you've dealt with before. Especially for those of you that, you know, were so dedicated to a person and had someone come between the two of you in that connection. So just feeling like you were taken for granted. And for those of you that didn't necessarily have someone cheat on you, but you just felt like you were never a priority, be prepared to be made a priority in the next connection, because I just see the energy of like, yes, finally, everything that I've waited for is coming to me. I just see where you've left bits and pieces of yourself in each relationship, each connection. Whenever you would talk to someone with like the hopes of what it could be and then being disappointed when things didn't work out. So it's like giving little pieces of yourself and then wondering like, am I ever gonna get what I put out there? I just see that energy around you guys. The beautiful thing is like, yes, you are going to, because what Spirit is telling me and showing me, just because someone wasn't aligned with you in the same vibration to give you what you were giving them, it doesn't mean that it was in vain. I know at the time, and like once you get out of it, you kind of wonder, well, what was that worth? I see where everything that you put out there is coming back to you, like all of the positive things. You have so much beautiful karma that is coming in for you guys. I can see where this person, okay, so let's look at like what they're like. They're very, very romantic. It's someone who would never treat someone the way they wouldn't want to be treated themselves. And it's someone who's just as eager as you are for the right person to come into their life. It's someone who's just waiting to be dedicated, to be able to find someone who's worthy of being dedicated to. So this person is very similar to you in the standards that they have. And I can see where they're very happy. It's someone who always looks at the cup as like half full. This person is super positive. Even they have a lot of energy around them that's very youthful. So you might find that you do things that you haven't done in so long, because that's just like this person's energy. Like, let's do random things, like let's go to an amusement park, let's do, you know, things that we used to do when we were kids, let's go for a bike ride and things like that. That's just their energy. They're very energetic, they're very happy. Again, like youthful energy is here. For some of you, this person might even have children, small children, but it's not something that turns you away from them. Because I just see the energy of them wanting to build something very beautiful, wanting to have a family. So that's important for you to know, is they are very family oriented, and they're coming into your life because it's what you deserve and it's what they deserve. So this is a person who will like to even do like small romantic gestures. Very romantic. They could even be old-fashioned. They definitely believe in doing like the right thing as far as like gender roles, however that speaks to you, because I just see such a supportive energy. And however they feel like they need to be supportive of you. So you have something that's very beautiful coming in, Aquarius, for your next relationship. I can see so much energy in the air of marriage. I mean, that's just what it is, like legally being married to this person. So if that's something that you have on your mind, they have that on their mind as well. And I just want you to know how positive this reading is, because it's like being served justice, the positive justice that you deserve. Because of everything you've had to go through, times when you felt like you were powerless, now you're going to feel like you're an equal in a connection. Now you're going to feel like you're finally getting what you've waited so long to receive. So you guys have a beautiful reading for who's coming your way. All right, Aquarius. So, I mean, I could just go on and on and on, but these are the most important things that you need to know. This is who's coming in for you. And there's just so much potential for a beautiful commitment. You guys are very similar, and you both are looking for love and want a relationship. Both of you want a family, and there's so much potential for that here. All right, Aquarius. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, so let's move on. Let's go into Pisces. Let's see, Pisces. Who is coming your way? What are they like? What do you need to know the most about them? Let's see what messages we receive. So Pisces, your energy is coming through. So you might even meet a new Pisces, or they could have Pisces in their chart somewhere. I have to tell you that the person that's approaching you, they are kind of rough around the edges. You might find that they rub you the wrong way. Because their energy is like being very short. Like, this is a person that might just blurt things out and not really think before they speak. But then I see the energy of like the way that they apologize to you. This is someone who kind of just puts it all out there on the table. And I wonder if you'll find that that energy is kind of like crass. I have to tell you that they have a lot of insecurities. They do. And honestly, you have to watch out for this person. So there's like a lot of red flags in who's coming in next. Just be mindful of what they show you and how they are, because this is not someone who is gonna hide who they are. So when they show you who they are, believe it. Because I see the energy of maybe you might give them a few chances, because those of you that are like looking for love and dating, you might be more lenient and think like, oh, well, they apologize, so maybe they didn't really mean to come across that way. That is how they are. That is not going to change, because I just see a lot of warnings about this person's intentions towards you. I see where they're in a very insecure energy, and they might look at being with you as like an accomplishment, and that's not to flatter you. They're just looking for ways to flatter themselves, because I just see the energy of this person being in a relationship and not being honest with you about it. And for others of you, this person has a lot of gall, and they might just tell you like, yes, I'm with someone now, but oh, things aren't good, blah, blah, blah. That's the kind of energy that they're bringing in. So I have to tell you, like, you have to just be mindful. This is not someone that I would recommend you spend too much time with, because I'm telling you, they're not going to be able to hide who they are. And once they show it to you, just believe it. Don't keep trying to make excuses for them, because they do have this energy of being able to show you one thing, but then when they apologize, it comes across as sincere. It comes across as like, oh, I see a different side to you. I see a tender side. But no, to see this moon come in reverse, it's like a warning from spirit to not suppress what you see. Because I know that, okay, the thing about this person though, I can see deep within, but that might not be what they show you. You might look at them as someone who is kind of like in charge. Maybe they need to be this way. I don't know, because I just see the way that someone might make a lot of excuses for the way that this person behaves. I do know that they have a lot to offer. I see the financial abundance that's around them. I see the position that they are in life. They might even, I see them being in charge, whether it's like with their own company or in charge of people at work or something like that. You know, King of Pentacles energy is someone that shows you a lot of confidence, but when it comes in reverse, there's a lot more to the story. So they're going to show you one thing. That's what I want you to know. Confidence. But the way that this person like they're rubbing me the wrong way. So I think they're going to rub you the wrong way as well. Because you'll find like small little things will happen with this person where like they're rude. Either like being rude to someone who's like waiting on them, trying to help them, like in a store or at a restaurant, and you might think like, oh, well, that's strange. Why would they talk to that person in that way? But that's who they are. That's their energy, and they're not going to change. And I just know that like their intentions towards you aren't to be committed, are not to settle down. Yeah, they might do things like buy you gifts, and they might drive a really nice car. You know, they have money, however that like looks to you. They do. But there's also like so much insecurity. It's like they overcompensate for things. So when this person shows you their bad side, that is just how they are. And I don't mean to put them down, but there's a lot of warnings about this person. But I know that you guys are very tender-hearted. I know how sensitive Pisces can be. And I know how you guys always give chance after chance after chance because you're beautiful souls. I know how Pisces are. It's a beautiful thing. But with this person, just be mindful of how many chances you choose to give them and how many excuses you do make for them. Because I just know that their intentions towards you are not sincere. And you might not even be the only person that they're talking to or dating. But you might find that out. So it'll be up to you to decide how long you want to keep this person around, because I know that you guys are single and looking and dating. So when this person comes in, I mean, I would suggest don't give them more time than you need to. But it is something that obviously you guys need to experience as part of your life, as part of your lessons. And it's probably meant to point you in another direction, being around this person, because you never know who you're going to meet being in their inner circle and spending time with them. It could be to send you off in the right direction. So this connection that's coming in for you, Pisces, is like a stepping stone to something else. This person is not going to be the one, although you are going to have experiences with them. Not all bad, because I see the way that they are generous, the way that they will do things to show what they can do for you, which you might enjoy. But at the same time, it's like this person's energy, it's not something that you'll want to have in your life long term. All right, Pisces, so that's what I can see for you guys for who's coming your way. Let's move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's see who is coming in for you next. Let's see, what are they like? What do you need to know about them? Like, what could possibly come between you guys? Let's ask Spirit to show us. So you have a lot of beautiful energy that's coming in. This is someone who is very, very poetic. I mean, you might find that the things that they say to you, it throws you for a loop, but I want you to know this is like a very, very romantic person who is not afraid to open up and say how they feel. I mean, this is someone who's very honest, and is also very tender, very emotional. They love the art of pursuing. They truly do. They love the romance of it all. They are looking for love, and they're looking for the right person that they can actually settle down with. It's funny because I see the overall energy. I wonder why it makes you feel worried. I think it's because this person could be so different than anyone that you've dealt with, or they could just be bringing in energy that feels surprising to you, especially if you're not used to someone who's open like this, who courts in this way. Because this is someone who is going to send you those messages. They're going to be the first one reaching out. They're going to be the last one reaching out. And they're going to let you know what they think of you, all of the positive things. It's someone who doesn't hold back affection, because it just feels right to them to put it out there. They wear their heart on their sleeve. There's like a sensitivity to them. But it's very attractive. It's not something that's gonna turn you off. It's something that when you look at this person's energy, you might think, is it too good to be true? Do they really mean it? It's funny because you see the way that they're pursuing, right? Let me flip these around. Do you see like the pursuits? These are like love arrows, like from the heart, Cupid's arrows, striking this person, which is you, Capricorn. But it's funny the way that it leaves you feeling, I wonder if you feel like this person's gonna smother you. I hope not, because I just see that yes, they kind of gush. I wonder if that's too much for some of you. But I want you to know that you could have something very special with them in this life if you choose to, because I see this Gemini energy coming through. So they might have that in their chart, or you might have that in your chart. I just know that this is someone who is really looking for love. And when they find you, they're gonna feel like this could lead to something. So I see where they wanna make a commitment to you right away. And I just wonder if you are up for that, or if you feel like they're moving too fast. Because for some of you, I do know that you feel like they're like doing too much. It could be too much for you, like if you speak a different love language and you're not used to being so open. Because I know that some Capricorns do have a tendency of just like not putting all of their emotions out there like that. So you guys are like opposites. It's important for you to know how special that is, because when you're opposites, you link up. So what's missing in you, they have it, and vice versa. So you'll fit very well together, even though you're different. That's why this energy of Gemini is coming through. It's in reverse because embracing the connection is up to you. Either you can have it or you can turn it down. So where this goes, it really is up to you, because this person is so open. But I see where you hold a lot of the power in this connection, Capricorn, because you'll be the one to decide if you want it to turn into a relationship past like the pursuing. I just want to tell you how good this person is and where they really want to take things with you, and how when they tell you how they feel about you, it really is sincere. They have a beautiful heart. They're very balanced, because it's like they're in touch with their feminine and masculine side. This is not someone who is going to be walked all over. So just know that their character is very sincere. So I know that some of you might look at this person like, you know, they're too clingy, like they're doing too much. But I can also see where they have like their own set of standards, right? So even though they're looking for love, if they feel like you're not interested, they'll keep looking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you hold a lot of the power in this connection and deciding like where this relationship goes is up to you. If you want them, you'll be able to have them. Do you understand what I'm saying, Capricorn? I just want you to know like how this person feels about you and how they're kind of waiting for you to give them direction. It's like they're trying to understand where they stand with you. I wonder if this person, because there's a lot of energy that's very artistic, even like poetic. I wonder if they do any kind of public speaking, because it's like they just have this ability to communicate. So I wonder if they're like a helper as far as like what they do career-wise, like a coach or something, like a relationship coach or something like that. Definitely a lot of emphasis on their ability to communicate. This person's going to be around the same age as you. And they've, you know, even though they're in a highly positive energy and what they've gone through, like, I want you to know that this person has gone through a lot. So it's not like their head is just up in the clouds and everything's like all sunshine all the time. No, they've gone through their fair share of heartaches. They've gone through their fair share of rejection. It's just that when they meet you, they feel like something could be there. Almost like you guys will connect in the experiences that you've had together, because you guys have gone through similar things. How you handle it though might be different, because I can see where they've gone through a lot, but nothing really gets them down. They don't have like a tainted outlook when it comes to what could be. So this could be a person's energy that you might want to embrace, because it does feel so different to you. And if you can get past any hesitation that you feel about their intentions towards you, or if you feel like they're doing too much, you might come to appreciate how honest this person is and how open they are, because it is like a breath of fresh air. And if you let them into your life, what they want to do is like shower you with affection and attention all the time, like spoil you, make you feel the way they would want to feel. So you do have something very positive that's coming your way, Capricorn. The only blockage that I can see is if you feel like this person is coming on too strong and you start to question their intentions towards you. But I want to ease your mind, because their intentions towards you are to try and build a relationship and see where it could go. This is someone that you've had a past life with before. And you will be able to feel that pull. I mean, they might be more open to it than you are about that kind of energy and feeling like it's right. But this is someone that you've definitely known before. So what I'm saying is, where a lot of the power lies in your hands, it's like karmically, if you choose to reconnect with them again in this life, it is up to you. It's not really up to them. And their intentions towards you are very positive if you do choose to embrace it. All right, Capricorn, so you do have someone very special that's coming your way with a lot of potential. It's just a matter of like, is this what you want, or do you feel like they're coming on too strong? Because this is not someone who's going to hold back. That's just not their energy. It's just not who they are. It's not the love language that they speak. So that's important for you to know that that's not going to change. This is how this person is. And they're very sincere in the way that they present themselves to you. All right, Capricorn. So that is what I can see. That's who's coming your way. That's what they're like. That's what you need to know the most about them. And the potential blockage here is just you feeling like maybe like they're giving you too much attention. They're doing too much. All right, so that's what I can see for you guys. So let's go into Virgo. Let's take a look, Virgo, and see who is coming your way. What are they like? What do you need to know the most about them? Let's see what the potential blockages are. Let's see what Spirit shows us about this person and their energy. This is very interesting, Virgo, because I can see where this person has gone through a lot recently. They've gone through a lot, and they're like trying to get their emotions in order. They've gone through something that they feel was very traumatic, and it's an experience that still hurts them. So I do wonder, did they recently lose someone? Could even be an older family member, something like that. That's the energy that's here. And I say something like that because I hate to say it, but someone that's coming in could have even lost a spouse. So that's the energy that's there, and they might not show all that to you right away, but it's like what they're bringing in. They are bringing in like a heavy heart based on something that they've gone through. But I'm sure that you won't hold it against them, because I can see where that's going to bond the two of you. This person is very, very attractive. They have a lot of abundance around them. And I can see that you're going to be very attracted to them, especially like the way that they like take care of themselves, the way that they dress, their whole style, their personality. This is someone who is in a very good place in life, especially like career-wise. They're healthy, they're young, probably the same age as you. That's what I want you to know. Because there's like a true vitality in this person's energy. So yes, they've gone through a lot. They have a heavy heart. They're sensitive, but it's not bringing down things that they know they need to focus on. So this person is still taking care of the business, so to speak, that they have to take care of. So they're in a place where they have a lot to offer, and I think that you're going to see that within them, because the attraction is there. It truly is. And it leads to a lot more than that. I mean, there's something that's going to grow between the two of you, even if it doesn't start out that successfully. That's what I want you to know. Because I do see this energy of something, like it's not going to be a smooth path right away with this person. And I think that a lot of it just has to do with what they are going through. Some of them could even be in the midst of a divorce or something like that. Because there's a lot that this person has to deal with now. Capricorn energy is here. Aries energy is here as well. So you guys might have that in your chart, or this person could. So I don't see things, I don't see the two of you like coming together right away and it's smooth and you just like jump into this relationship, because it's like they're not really that available. So I wonder if you're gonna have a crush on them and maybe even have to wait until they're ready to embrace a connection. That's for some of you. Because I mean, I just see the energy of falling in love. The initial M is here. So that could be important to you, Virgo. But what I will tell you about this person's energy is that they do need time, because there's just so much that they're going through. So you might find that, you know, your feelings develop really quickly for this person and you're trying to like get a sense of how they feel for you. I don't want you to take it personally, them not being ready to open up right away, because this is not energy to be taken lightly at all. This is like their heart is still hurting. There's a lot of trauma that is like still around them, trying to heal from it. So they might not be that emotionally available. So I see like the way that you admire them, the way that you look at them and everything that they have to offer. And honestly, I see where your feelings start to grow a lot faster than theirs do. And it's just because of what's going on with them in their life. So this person, that they are coming in though. But I will tell you that I don't see the energy of them being ready for a commitment right away. I don't think you'll hold that against them though. I just see like a yearning of wanting so much more, wanting this person to open up to you, to embrace you. And when you guys talk and they let you know what's going on with them and just how much it is still hurting them, I can see where it makes you so much more sensitive to them, makes you fall deeper and deeper for this person. I know that you're gonna feel like the connection to them is unlike anything that you've ever felt before. You might not even be able to explain why you feel this way. But what you feel is very real, it's very true. And it's coming from your heart. There's a true connectedness that you feel to this person. I just don't see you guys getting it right on the first go around. That's important for you to know. I see you like trying things with this person, trying to date, and then finding out that there's something that still binds them and prevents them from opening up. So that's where like this energy of it not succeeding right away comes in, and that's where this energy of them still needing to be alone, because it's a very independent energy, still needing to be alone while they sort through their emotions. So in a sense it is kind of lopsided, but that, don't take that personally. It's not like you're lacking something that they can't open up to you. This is like a phase that they need to get through, and once they are, they're going to be able to be a match for you vibrationally. It's like you guys are in two different places. You are, because you're very open, but they have a lot of healing that they need to do. So it's just a matter of you deciding, you know, how long do you want to kind of be there for this person? How long do you want to stick around? Because I know that you guys are single. So I know that they're not ready for a relationship right away, and you might be, or you just might be patient, because I can see the way that you are going to fall in love with them and just like want to help them through what it is that they're going through, how they have so much on their plate. I want you to know that if you are patient with them and just don't put any pressure on them and accept that this is where they are, and that they it's just emphasized over and over and over how stuck they are somewhere and how they are going to want to move slowly. So if that's not what you want, Virgo, and you want someone who's open, who's ready right now, that's not this person. But it doesn't mean that they won't be. That's what I want you to know. So it's up to you to decide like how long you want to be there for them, because I can see where a commitment with this person is going to be very slow going. It's going to take a while for them to be ready to open up. Okay, Virgo, so that's very, very important for you to know, especially for you not to take things personally when it comes to the way that they're not open and not ready to have the same thing that you are ready for. It doesn't mean that you're lacking in any way or like they don't take commitment seriously, because they do. It's just they've gone through a lot. Okay, Virgo, so that is who's coming in. That's what their energy is like. I see where you are going to fall in love with this person and want to have so much with them, but being able to achieve what you want is going to require a lot of patience if you do choose to embrace this connection. And you could choose to skip right over this and say, you know what, if they're not ready, then I don't want to wait around. But I will tell you that this person is going to have you are going to have to wait when it comes to them because of everything that's going on with them. All right, Virgo. So let's take a look and see Gemini. Let's go into Gemini and see who is coming your way. What are they like? What do you need to know the most about them? All right, Gemini, let's see what Spirit shows us. This person's around you now, Gemini. It could even be someone that you're in the same circles as them, definitely. You could even work with them. It's funny because you might even, this person is around you now. There's just even energy here of competition. All right, so that's important for you to know, that who's coming your way is someone that you could, you might know them, or you might just have seen them before. This is a person who's very successful, and they just have an ability to always like win. It's like no matter what they set their mind to, they just are able to achieve it. This person is a powerful manifester, and they're in a very good position in life. There's a lot of celebratory energy around this person. So I know that they have a lot to be happy about. This is someone who is so like laser focused on work, and nothing is gonna get in their way. So that will be important for you to acknowledge that unfortunately with this person, work is gonna be put ahead of everything else. And that's not to say that you're lacking or anything like that, but it's just, that's where they are, like that's where their mindset is. And it's like, as long as they can keep bringing to them what they want, all of the success, they're gonna keep doing it. There's a lot of chemistry that's here that you'll experience with this person. There's also like a lot of magical energy. So it does make me wonder, are they into like tarot? Are they into like any kind of like candle work and things like that? Nothing that's scary, but that could be part of it for some of you, part of even maybe what they do for a living. There's a very free-spirited energy that's here. So that's just important for you to know about them. they are like on a roll. I have to tell you that they are just able, like, no matter what they put their mind to, they just beat out any and every competitor. And they're doing so well for themselves, and it's only gonna go to the next level with this person. I can see where they have so many people attracted to them. It's not all like, it's like they just draw people in. So that's what I'm saying. The energy is like magical. I wonder if they're in the public eye somehow, or there's like a lot of leadership qualities that this person has, but they are loved. They really are. And it's like people want to be around them. So I know that you'll feel the same way as these people do, because I mean, it's like they're never alone. So it's important for you to know these things about them, so you can decide like what you will and will not accept, because I can see where they stick to their obligations. And what's bringing them so much success is their commitment to whatever this is, whether it's because this is like how they make their money, and they're so committed to it. And it's what attracts you to them, the way that they work so hard. But it's also like a blockage that could come between you guys if you want more than they're able to give you, because their priorities are elsewhere. So there's a lot to think about, because you might accept that. And if you do accept that, you'll be able to be a part of this person's life, because there's so much like exuberance and happiness, and it's just the energy of celebrating and like living in the moment and being happy and being healthy. So if you can accept that about this person, you'll be able to be a part of that. But if you let that get in your way, Gemini, it's just something that I hate to say it like this, but you're not going to be able to be put above what this person has to do, because it was there before you came in, and they look at it like it's something so precious to them, that it'll be there even if you decide to walk away. So that's very important. And if you can accept it, you will be a lot more content. And if you can accept that this person does have just a lot of people, a lot of friends around them, a lot of people who want to be in their inner circle, a part of their life. If you accept that, there'll be a lot of peace in this connection, because I can see where it's like a double-edged sword with this person's energy. And if you're not accepting of it, it will come between you guys. So you just have to ask yourself, what are you looking for? Because you have that right. It's not always about like what this person is giving. It's about what you want to accept from them. Because if you want someone who maybe doesn't go out this much, if you want someone who doesn't spend this much time working, then you will have to let them go. But I just see that if you were to embrace this, there's so much energy here of having fun, celebrating, going out and doing things that you maybe haven't done in a long time. And I don't want you to think that just because this person has a lot of people around them, that, because I know where some of you might let your minds cross into, well, what's going on with those people? I know that they must like my person. And so what I will tell you, in order to be with this person, it's going to either have to be someone who is an alpha themselves, or in a place where they are very, very secure with who they are and what they have going on in their life. Because insecurities will come between you and this person. So that's what I can see. I mean, I would say to embrace this connection. I mean, why not? You're going to have so many fun experiences with them. I mean, there's a lot of laughs. There's a lot of like high energy that's here. So it's definitely worth having the experience. But you know, all of you are looking for different things. And if you want someone who's going to like make you their main priority and like spend all of their time with you, I mean, that's just not this person's energy. They have a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of people that they have to work with. Some of them are in a very competitive field. And that's why there's so much dedication to what they have to do. And it is what makes them so attractive to you, but it could also be what comes between you guys in the connection. But they're in a very, very successful place in life, and they would like for you to accept it and embrace the connection with them. So it will be up to you, Gemini, to decide like what you will and will not accept. But I just want you to know that what this person has going on is not going to change, and it is going to be at the forefront of their obligation. All right, Gemini, so that is what I have for you guys. So now let's take a look and see Scorpio, who is coming your way. Let's see, what are they like? What are the possible blockages and difficulties that could come between the two of you? What do you need to know the most about them? Let's see what messages we receive from Spirit about who is coming your way. Let's see. So there's some Scorpio energy that really, really wants to flip over. So this person that's coming in could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in their chart. Let's see. Pisces energy is here as well. So they could have Pisces in their chart, or you might even have that in your chart, Scorpio. You have someone that's coming in that's kind of like they flip-flop. They don't really know what they want. And I can see where they have a lot of hesitancy about opening up their heart. And they might see, the thing about this person's energy is like the flip-flopping, like, yes, I'm ready. No, wait for me. Yes, I'm ready. No, I'm not ready. So you might find that this person's energy is not a match with yours. I don't think they're playing games. I just think that this person has gone through a lot. They might not tell you about the worries that they have because of the way they keep comparing you to something to the past that they've gone through, and maybe they're afraid that they're going to go through it again. So I wonder if they're going to say something stupid to you, like, oh, you remind me of this person I dated before, because you do. That's the thing about it. And because you remind them of someone from the past or an experience from the past that they've had, they keep taking 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back. Ultimately, like, this person doesn't know what they want to do. They don't know if they want to be with you, or they don't know if they want to just be single. So I have to tell you that this person's energy, if you hold on to them too long, I can see where it might make you start to question yourself and what you have to offer. It might make you think about, well, what's wrong with me? What am I lacking that they don't want to move forward with me? But that's not the case, because I see where you have There's potential to become very emotional when it comes to this person because of the way that they pull you in and push you away all the time. So I can see where you just want to get things right. You want to get things balanced. But I have to tell you that this relationship that's coming in, or this connection to this person, could just be like a stepping stone to you, Scorpio, for learning about yourself, seeing things maybe from a different perspective. Because I just have to tell you that this person is not really a match for you. There's a lot of struggles. I wonder if they are having like financial worries, something that they could be holding back from telling you. The whole structure, like they question it, especially like coming together with someone and letting it turn into a long-term, like committed relationship. They have a lot of hesitancy about that. This person could have even been divorced before. And because of that, they may think that they're ready, but I will tell you that they're really not. They're really not ready to start dating. They're not ready for a relationship. So this is kind of like a test for you, this person that's coming your way. It's a test for how long you hold on. It's also a learning experience, because I can see where it might make you more empathetic when it comes to someone's situation. But at the same time, if you do hold on too long to this, it's going to be something that brings stress, unnecessary stress into your life. Because I have to tell you that this person is not ready for a relationship. So at times they think they are, and that's when they pull you closer. And then they're going to say, you're going to find that this person is hot and cold with you. Like things are going to be great one day, and then the next day, like they're not returning your calls. It's because they're like on this weird cycle. They have things from the past that they're still working through. And the real problem is like they're not ready. That's why we see this energy come in reverse like that. They still have to work on rebuilding the trust in their life, because they're not ready to open up their heart to someone. So yeah, it's messed up, but I will tell you that they're going to have you in this energy of misleading you. I don't think they're doing it maliciously though, but nevertheless, it still hurts you. So it is really a matter of you choosing to let go of this person, because they're not really going to let go of you. That's what I want you to know. They'll keep things lingering because they're not even sure. That's why I'm telling you it's not malicious. They're just unsure about what they want, and they won't let you go, because what if they decide like, let's see where things could go? Do you know what I mean? So I see like lessons coming in for you guys in the next connection. I don't see it turning into like a full-blown relationship, because there's so much energy of it being hot and cold, which is going to be very confusing to you. I mean, there's no other way to put this energy. Look at all the thoughts swirling around and around this person, thinking about, what am I doing wrong? What could I do right? What could I do different? But nothing's going to change. This is someone who is looped up in their own cycle, and they're going to have to get themselves out of it. I know that your heart might be open and want to help see them through, want to get them to open up to you, but they're still so stuck in the past, and they just keep looking at what happened to them in the past, which is really preventing them from moving forward. But that is what's here. That's who's coming your way. And their energy is tricky, because I can see where at times they can be very lively and they seem like they're really enthusiastic about this connection. But then it's like they get in their own head, and then you're going to find that they're quiet. So it's like one day they're this way, and the next day they're different. So that's what I can see. And there's a lot of energy of like blonde hair. that might not catch all of your attention, but I mean, there's just so much emphasis here on that, on this person having blonde hair. All right, I want to take a look and see. Let's look at this Fool card in reverse. There's a lot of caution that I have to tell you about, only because I know that some of you might hold on to this person longer than you should, hoping that you're gonna get them to open up to you, because I see you feeling like it's supposed to be so much more than it actually is. I want to tell you that this connection is not something that's meant to be long term. It's not like the one. This is a person that's going to come into your life because there's certain things that you need to learn from them, but it's not meant to be a significant connection to you. Because I just see the effort that you'll want to keep putting an effort towards them, but I have to tell you that it's not going to get them to open up to you. So once you find that just watch their patterns. Once you find that this person is in this energy of being hot and cold with you, maybe for like a couple weeks, just know that like that's the dynamic between the two of you, and it's not something that's going to change, because it's not a relationship that's meant to last. It's not meant to last. The test that's here is, when will you let go of it? When will you accept that they are showing you the way that they're gonna be? All right, Scorpio, so that is what I can see for you guys coming in. It is a test, so try not to hold on to this person longer than you need to, especially those of you that are looking and maybe even dating around. When this person is hot and cold with you, it's probably best that you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. You know that expression? So like while you're dating, getting to know people, don't cut off connections. Embrace them, talk to people, get to know people. It doesn't mean that you have to like engage physically, sexually with a whole bunch of different people, but you certainly do have the right to carry on different connections as you get to know someone, so you can decide if they're going to show you all of the traits that you're looking for in someone. So that's the test here, is like knowing when to let go. All right, Scorpio, so that's what I can see for you guys. Now let's take a look at Taurus. Let's see, Taurus, who is coming your way and what are they like? What do you need to know the most about them? And what could possibly come between you guys? Let's see. All right, Taurus, let's see who is coming your way. So I can see Scorpio and Pisces energy is here. So you guys might have that in your chart, or this person that's coming in might have that in their chart. It's funny because there's like two different sides to this person. I can see like the overall energy that they bring to you is like sometimes they're very open. They show you that, so they have a temper. That's what I want you to know. They do. They have a temper. Because sometimes they can be so sweet, so loving, so nurturing. And then it's like if you cross them, or if you guys have a disagreement, they show you like this other side. These are two very, very different energies. So I wonder if you find that things are like, it might be hard for you to mesh with this person, but what draws you in is how different they are. So, I mean, no one's perfect, but I do see that flaw that I really have to warn you about, because this Knight here, it's someone who kind of lashes out and they say things that they regret later. So I see where they're going to show you this side of maybe speaking too soon, jumping to conclusions, letting their emotions get the best of them. And they might say something hurtful, but then they turn around and apologize. So I can see where there's a lot of energy of like back and forth with this person. And the way that when you guys, because I see arguments happening with them. That's what I can see. So it looks like it's a rocky connection that is coming your way, but it's just also a matter of you guys are single. So you don't have to like get into a full-blown relationship with this person. What I would say to you for this connection is to take your time and see how they act. Once they start to show this side to you, because this is going to surprise you. It's going to catch you off guard when you see like how sharp they can be or like how short-tempered they can be. Might not even be directly with you. It could be with like someone that it could be like a perfect stranger and like they snap at them, or like they're screaming at people from their car or something like that. And you look at them like, wow, I didn't expect to see this side of you because this is like what you show me. But that energy is there. And what I want you to know is like that energy has the potential to turn around on you. That's what I can see, because it is like, oh, there's a rockiness that's here. It's like things could, I see you thinking about what could be though. Because it's like this person might have a lot to offer on paper. So on paper, you feel like there's things that you could accomplish with them. You look at them like they're a good suitor. You might look at them like they're marriage material. But there's like these little instances that keep coming between the two of you. So I don't see this being a long-term connection, which is a good thing. I can see where this person they are very different than anyone you've ever been with or met. So you will learn from them and the connection with them, because they'll make you see things differently, maybe like life differently, yourself differently. So there are some positive aspects, but I can just see where they sabotage things with the two of you. So I do, unfortunately, you guys, I do see like the next person that is coming in that you might start to talk to and get to know. It is like a rocky energy that's here. What draws you to them though is just feeling like they're unlike anyone that you've ever met. They're very free-spirited. They see the world differently. So you might start to see things through their eyes. So you'll learn from them, but it's not something that's meant to be. It's like a stepping stone. And you'll find that when you move past this connection, you'll look back on it and say, oh, that's what they used to like to do. So they might like show you new things that you haven't done before, and you pick it up for yourself, you adopt it, and it's something that you want to incorporate into your life. But I can just see where you guys are different. So yes, there's a lot of attraction that's there, but there's also like this energy of the way that I don't think you're going to like the way that they act. I don't think you're going to like the way that they treat others. And you might see that energy turned around on you. And that is what's going to make you walk away. So I can see where this connection that's coming in, you might jump into a relationship with them, right? Say that you do, but it's not going to be one that lasts long. It's like it's very short-lived. Because the lessons that you need to learn with them, you'll learn them quickly. It's very important for you guys to just know that when this person shows you this side, you have to believe it. Even if they are like really sweet and kind and loving with you, I just see like Jekyll and Hyde. Like there's just like so much underneath the surface when it comes to this person. And although you might feel that they have a lot to offer, I'm just telling you to just take it slowly with them. But I know that some of you just might enter into a connection with them sooner than you should. And it doesn't mean that you can't break away, but this is not something that is going to bring a lot of stability to you. I just see it being very rocky. So once this person starts to show you the signs of who they really are based on how they treat others, watch how they treat others, because ultimately it will be how they treat you. Once you start to see that, take it as a red flag, because it truly is. All right, you guys, I want to take a look at this Hangman. So I don't want you to think that it's all bad, because I do see where there's a lot that you admire about them because they are so different. So different from you. They see things differently, and it makes you kind of it makes you open up your mind. But at the same time, I think you're going to find that they're like judgmental, and it's like in small ways, I'm telling you, because what I can see this person doing is like making like comments under their breath, or even like when you guys are driving, especially the things that they say to like someone like in traffic, they're gonna catch you by surprise from the way that you see that they treat you and the way that they treat others. So just take from it what you've learned from them, because I do see you learning a lot from this person, but I also see the way that it's a stepping stone to bring you in another direction, because you never know what you learn from them. Say if you've never done something like surfing, and then this person takes you surfing for the first time and you love it, and it's something that you want to do, something that you like a new hobby of yours. It's like a stepping stone, because it's like, yeah, they taught you that, but you're gonna take it with you and bring it into your next connection. So it's like something that you learn from this person, you use it for the next connection. And that's what I'm saying. It's like something new that you've never done before. And you might look back on this connection and be kind of thankful to them, because otherwise you wouldn't know how to do that, or you wouldn't realize that you like something so much because they showed it to you. Okay, so what's coming in now is lessons for you all. And it's just important to take things slowly with this person and just judge them based on what they show, based on how they act, how they are with others. Because they might be nice and sweet to you, but that's not something that's going to last a long time. Eventually, that mask is going to come off, and you are going to see their true colors. Like, you're going to see it directed towards you. And when you do, that's how you'll know it's time for you to break free from this connection. So there's a lot of important lessons that are ahead for you, Taurus. All right, so that's what I can see. That's who's coming your way. That's what they're like. Take from it what you will, but try not to stay in the connection longer than you need to. All right, Taurus. All right, Libra, let's take a look and see what Spirit shows us. Who is coming your way? What do we need to know about them? What are the blockages, difficulties? Let's see all of the messages that we receive. So I can see some Sagittarius energy coming through. So you guys might have Sagittarius in your chart. Capricorn is here as well. Pisces too. A lot of energy around you. So Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. It's someone from the past that is coming back. I know that you guys might not want to hear that, but then again, if you have this person on your mind as you watch this, that's why their energy is like it won't leave you. I just see the energy of someone coming back around to try to get back what they had. They might present a different side to you, right? They might, as if they're here for something real. As if they want to put their feet down and make a commitment. But I just see a lot of energy here of this person still bringing the same heavy energy that they did before. That's what I can see. So there's like an energy here of deception. That's what I want you to know. So if you know that this person like has a way of pulling you back, just be aware that their energy is coming back around. So you will have to be the one to take charge of things and not let this person pull you back in. Because if they do, it's going to be the same, going down the same road of confusion. Sorry, you guys, little guy's barking. I don't know at what. Guy, what are you doing? Come here. Sorry, you guys. But just know that that's the energy that this person is bringing in. There's a lot of confusion. Now, for those of you that are like, I don't know who that could be from the past, there is a lot of warnings about who's coming your way and watching out for any manipulative energy that they could show you. Because what I will tell you is that what's on their mind is really not making a commitment. So no matter way this goes, Libra, whether it is someone from the past that this sparks your memory and makes you think about exactly who this is, or if you don't know, what I can see happening is a karmic cycle that you guys could get looped up in when it comes to this person. Characteristics to watch out for. The manipulation. It doesn't necessarily have to be that they manipulate you, but watch how they are with other people, because that will give you an indication of who they really are. Because remember, with you, they'll want to impress you. So they're not going to show you this side right away, but it is there. So because when I say the past, to be fair, how far in the past is this? Is this karmic? Do you know what I mean by that? I mean someone from a past life that's coming back around again to balance things. And that's not necessarily a punishment. It's about learning lessons. What you put them through in one life, they could be coming back around to go through the same thing with you, but roles are reversed so you can see what it was like. That's what karma is. That's what I can see coming in for you guys next. For some of you, it's literally, you know who this is, a person from the past coming back around. For others of you, it's someone that you haven't met. You'll have an instant recall. Something about this person that you don't understand how they're so familiar to you. That's how you can recognize a past life connection. Excuse me, although karma is not a punishment, I can see where this person that's coming in is not bringing anything of value into your life. So I don't want you to look at it like the experience is meant to punish you, but don't stay. Guys, eating this napkin. Don't stay on this cycle longer than you need to. That's what I want you to know. So just watch the way that they are with others, because you'll see that they have two sides. one side that they show you, but then like the way that they're able to manipulate people, get them to do what they want them to do, the way that they change depending on who they're with. Really watch out for that in this person. They could even struggle with addictions, like, oh, they're a partier, but really like they are struggling with alcoholism. So I have to be honest and tell you, Libra, that this person's not bringing anything of quality into your life. So the sooner you connect with them, recognize the toxicities that they're bringing in and let go of it, you will break the karmic cycle. That it doesn't have to be this long drawn out thing. That's what I want you to understand about it. It's just about recognizing things within this person, looking back at yourself, realizing like, that's not something that I want to go through. I don't treat people that way. I don't want this kind of person in my life. And once you do that, that's where the chain to the past will be broken. So there really, truly is a need to break a cycle with this person, to break these soul ties that you have. Now, the sexual connection and the physical connection will be very strong to this person, but I don't want you to misinterpret that as if it's going to lead to like commitment or true feelings, because that's really not where this is meant to go. If you stay on this cycle too long, you're going to feel like it's a mistake. So just keep your wits about you. Don't let this person sucker you in, because I'm telling you about this lesson that's coming ahead for some of you Libras is that you are the one that's going to have to break the cycle. They're not going to let you go. That's not their job in the karma. It's up to you to like rise above it, recognize it, to like see it. That's why this card is here, like of illumination, to see it so you can move past it. So there's karmic cycles coming in for some of you. And for those of you that are already in this cycle and know just who this is, the time to break it is now. Because if not, they're just going to pull you back in and make empty promises to you, because this is not someone who's keeping promises or here to offer any kind of commitment. So don't look at this as something that's negative. Look at it like you're the one who received the message. So you have the power. You can acknowledge things when you see it. And it really is a blessing to receive a message like this ahead of time, so you can know when you start to pick up on these things from this person that it's not a place where you want to be. Although I see where they have a lot of like power in being able to pull you to them. That's why these lovers are here chained together, but it's so unhealthy. This person's energy is very unhealthy, and it's not something that you need to spend so much time with them in order to learn the lesson that you're meant to learn. It could be something that you just have a few encounters with them and you see them exactly for who they are, and you decide that you want to move on from it. All right, Libra. Wow. So that was a very, very strong message for who needs to hear that, about breaking ties to the past, no matter how far back in the past they go, whether it's this lifetime or something that happened between the two of you previously. It's a cycle that needs to be broken that's coming up. All right. And just know that you have the power to do it. It really is in your hands. When you say it's over, then it'll be over. Okay, Libra. So let's take a look at Aries. So last but not least, let's go into Aries and let's see what messages do we have for you, Aries, about who's coming in. What are they like? What are the potential blockages, difficulties? What do you need to know about this person? Let's ask Spirit to show us. What are the messages? So I can see some Pisces energy that's coming through. So you guys might be dealing with a Pisces in the near future, or you could have that in your chart. This person's energy is like, they're not argumentative. They're very kind of docile in a way. And I can see where they've gone through a lot and could even have like anxiety, true anxiety, because it's the way that this person kind of refuses to see what's in front of them. I think that they let a lot of their power get taken away from them. So, I mean, that's not a negative thing. It doesn't mean that this person has like bad vibes or is bringing anything negative your way. But that's just what they've gone through. So I wonder if you'll look at them and want to help bring them out of that energy. I wonder if you're going to look at them and see what an amazing person they are and everything that they have to offer, and wonder why they would be so hard on themselves. Because I have to tell you that that's a big part of this person's energy. Because they think they think about what was said to them before that really hurt them. And I wonder if it was growing up, if they had someone in their family who wasn't the nicest person, or you know, helped to build them up from that point in life. Because I can see the way that although they're an adult now, they still have a tendency to look back at what was said to them, and it still hurts them. So you do have someone who is a very sensitive soul that's coming in and does not do well with any kind of like bickering, arguing, confrontation. They will turn and run in the other direction because it's just not something that's a part of their energy. So I can see where this person has a lot of hesitancy around them, a lot of hesitancy to take a chance with their heart and just open up to someone right away. They're truly a sensitive soul, and that's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of what are you looking for, Aries? Is this something that you want to be a part of? When you look at this person, how do they make you feel? Because what I can see here is wanting to build them up, wanting to help them recognize everything beautiful that you see within them that they can't see within themselves. So there's like a tragedy in it, in a sense, because you look at them like they're so beautiful and have so much to offer, and kind of hate that these things from the past still haunt them. It's not something that takes over this person's life from day to day, but we're looking at like the most important things for you to know about them, and that they do struggle with confidence. So I can see that this person is shy. This is not going to be someone who makes the first move. That could be different for you. You might be used to being pursued, but I just have to tell you that that's not who this person is at all. So if you like them, you are going to have to be the one who makes the move, who kind of takes charge of things, and lets them know how you feel. But to get them to lower their walls, it's going to require patience. And I just want you to understand why they are the way that they are. It's like hearing things over and over and over again. They really started to believe it about themselves. And now you might be the one that helps this person to break free from that energy, to look in the mirror and see everything that they have to offer. So if you are someone who feels like that energy is not a match for you, doesn't like dealing with someone who's just so sensitive like this, then you might want to like avoid pursuing this person, because that really is the only way that the connection is going to come about, is if you pursue them. So it will be your choice, but just know if you find that they are quiet, if they're shy, it really has nothing to do with you or anything that's lacking in you. It's the way that they look at themselves and feel like something is lacking within them. Excuse me, Aries. So I do want to take a look at this energy here. So I can see where it's like they want all of these things, right? They want to be able to open up their heart. They want to be able to take a chance. But there's also a lot that they have to work through in order to be able to do that. A big part of it that I want you to accept is that, yes, you can help try to build them up, but ultimately it will be up to them to break free from this energy, because you see there's really nothing standing in this person's way except their own refusal to move forward. So that really is on them to break these cycles that they have going on in their life of just kind of always believing negative when it comes to them, believing like negative things that were said. And I say that was said to them because it's these swords, so there's so much emphasis on the words. You might, because this person's energy, they're kind of fragile, and I don't know how that makes you feel about them. You might find that you have to walk on eggshells. If that's what you might feel. So I know where a lot of you might want someone who is different from that, maybe has a thicker skin, but that's not who this person is. And others of you might just accept them for who they are and look at them like they have a beautiful soul and want to do whatever you can to just be a positive experience and influence in their life. But the bottom line is like it all stems from you making the first move. So there's kind of a responsibility, because if you choose to make the move towards this person, you will kind of have to accept how they are. And there's nothing bad about this person by any means. That's what I want you to know, because I don't want you to, feel like it's something bad because they've gone through things in life that they still are working through. That's not a bad thing at all. That's what I want you to know. So this Cancer's energy is here, along with Pisces. So you guys might have that in your chart, or this person could. I'm telling you how sensitive they are. But once they feel safe, once they feel safe, that's a big part of what this person needs. They will open up. They will, because it's like they're waiting and they want to, but just when it's right. They've gone through a lot. This is a person who's kind of, I wonder if they're empathic, because of the way they're so balanced between feminine and masculine, but yet feel so much. They might even be empathic and not understand what that is, not understand why they take on so many emotions, and not knowing that not all of those emotions are their own and what to do with them. That's why I'm telling you there's so much energy. Spirit is telling me they're sensitive. So they very well might be sensitive. So that's important for you to know about their energy. That you might feel that that's a match for you, but things will move forward in a very beautiful way with this person. There's a lot of fear of vulnerability, but once they see that this is something they can trust, there's a lot of forward movement, very balanced, very quickly, into a place of healing. So just know, it is something that's very important for you to know about this person's character. And that they are someone who's very sincere, very loving. They're quiet, they're shy, they're introverted. Truly they are. But don't take that as disinterest, because it's not. It's just they might be different from you, Aries. If you feel like that's not your energy, you guys might be opposites. But there's a beauty in being opposite from your person, because like what's missing in you, they have it, and vice versa. So it's like you guys can fill in the gaps for each other. So I see a lot of beauty around this person's energy. And just understand, like, if you find that they are hesitant about opening up, these are all the reasons why. So don't turn that inward and think that there's something that you're doing wrong, because it's not. It's like they're going through a cycle and they need to work through that cycle, and maybe they're calling you in and you're calling them in, because there's things that the two of you will learn from one another. There's a lot of potential to fall in love with this person, learn a lot about yourself in the process, learn a lot about love and life in the process as well. So there truly is something beautiful coming in for those of you that choose to embrace it. Because remember, this connection will come to you when you choose it. When you choose to pursue this person, that's when you'll be able to bring them to you. All right, Aries. So that's what I can see for you guys, for who is coming in and what you need to know the most about them. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, you guys, so that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please give it a thumbs up, comment and share, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys like these readings, please let me know. If you have any suggestions about what you'd like to see from me, let me know in the comments. And until next time, you guys, please stay safe. Take care. I send you all much love and light. Thank you for everything, and I will talk to you soon.